Warcraft is directed by Duncan Jones and is the new video game adaptation, and the one that we've all been waiting to see if it was actually good and could bring life back to video game movies, or to video game movies in general, really. And this movie is about orcs versus humans. Essentially, there is a portal from the orcs world to the humans world because the orcs world is dying, and so they need to find a new place to colonize. So they go to the human world, and it's essentially orcs against humans. But orcs might have to team up with humans to fight this greater evil. So that's essentially the plot of the movie. And in this movie, we have Duncan Jones's direction, which Duncan Jones is a director I quite admire. I really enjoyed Moon. Not as much as everyone else, but I enjoyed that movie, and I loved Source Code, so I was interested going into Warcraft. I actually wanted to see this movie, unlike a lot of people. And did I like it? It's fine. It's enjoyable. It's nothing I'd say you need to see, but I enjoyed it. I love fantasies, so when worlds like these are established in the right way, it can be a great time for me. I like the world building of the movie, and I like the orcs. The orcs are an interesting story. I like Toby Kebbell's character in the movie. His orc character, I guess I can call him. I like that. I like that storyline. The humans are fine. They're functional. They work. I don't know. The CGI is really good, though. The motion capture performances for the orcs are great. The action sequences are fantastic. Duncan Jones has his own flair in these action sequences, and it really shows. I really enjoyed the action sequences in this movie. And yeah, Duncan Jones' direction is pretty solid. He built a very interesting world, and a world that I'd actually like to see again. I enjoyed a lot of aspects of this movie, but there are definitely aspects of this movie I really did not like. The pacing takes a huge hit in this movie. It is pretty poorly paced at times. I've actually seen this movie twice since since last time I saw it, because it isn't the most memorable movie ever, so I wanted to have a fresh mind before I reviewed it again, or reviewed it in general. So, yeah, so I had to rewatch it again, but the pacing takes a huge hit, and I don't know, it was pretty poorly paced at times, I'll say that much. And it jumps around the place too much. There's so many poor transitions to different places, and you're just like, what is this? If you didn't play the game, you don't really know what all this is. And there's only little whispers or some things in this movie. So when the stuff happens, you're like, what is this? Who are they? Stuff like that. And it confused me. There's a lot going on in this movie. There's a lot they had to set up in this movie. I think what they should have done is taken this one story and make it a trilogy or something like that to tell this one story. It would have been a lot smoother in its transitions, and it would have had a lot more time to develop character, which is another thing. Development in characters, not too much there. There's not much development. I think the most developed character in the movie is Toby Kebbell's character, and I like that character. That was my favorite character in the movie, so that makes sense. But like the humans, I didn't really care about the humans too much. They're functional, but I mean, I didn't care too much, honestly. And yeah, it's just so when tragic things happen, it doesn't really work that well. So, as a whole, though, Warcraft is an enjoyable time at the movies. I don't think you need to see it, but it's fun. It's fun enough. So I'm gonna give Warcraft a B minus. It's a solid movie. It's nothing great. It's just functional. It's solid. It's nothing you need to see. But I had an interestingly fun time, I guess how you could describe it, watching the movies. So yeah, so Warcraft. I saw this. As I said, I saw this movie like a week ago, and then I went on vacation, so I couldn't review it, and so I had to rewatch it again because I forgotten some of the, or watch it again, I should say, not rewatch it again, but so I had to refresh my thoughts before before I reviewed the movie, so I had a fresh mind going into it. But yeah, so future reviews. Now You See Me 2 and The Conjuring 2 this weekend. I'm going to try to get both of those done. And for other future videos, I don't quite know. You got the reviews, like we got Finding Dory coming up next week. We got Central Intelligence next week. Might see both of those at screenings, I hope, possibly, maybe, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so yeah, future reviews. There's always reviews coming every week, so, unless I get lazy. But yeah, so that's my review of Warcraft. So peace.